Welcome back. Not another top 10 show. Top 10 movies of 2016, part 2, because we went way too long. That's a throwback to Damon muting his swear words. He used to do that in high school.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, he used to bleep himself out.
Dude, that's cool. Can you bring it back? No.
Yeah. Anyways,
Okay.
So we just did our 10, 9, 8s around the circle. Now we're going 7, 6, 5. So without further ado, myself, I'm going to go first. Number 7, Eye in the Sky. Woo!
Good.
Damon, let's talk about this movie.
You did it, brother.
I haven't watched most of the movies you guys have.
Aw.
High tension, a movie that was like some people called it 2015. It was technically 2016.
Yes.
Excellent work by everybody. It
for sure.
talks so much about, again, sort of the status, the kind of the culture of drones used nowadays.
Yes.
The fallout of civilian activity within a strike zone. Did you just swallow a rapper, dude?
I was trying to fuck with them.
Anyway.
But yeah, I was going to.
Yeah, man, I absolutely love this movie. I thought it's tension. That's pretty
Oh
much
my
what it
God.
is.
I took a gamble on this. I went and saw it in theaters when it came out, and oh my god, I was so happy I did because it was incredible.
it's
it looks
really good.
incredible. It's like you said, all the acting is fantastic. I love just like the story and the tension that it's just natural tension. Like, what do you do in that situation? And there's like fucking like 15 people, not 15, it was less than that, but like a ton of people just being like, we don't know, like no one knows.
Yeah.
Like, do you send the bomb in to stop a terrorist, or do you wait because there could be civilians who die? And it's just like
blow them all up.
it's just fucking it's like it's the whole like save one or save a million kind of thing, and
Right.
it's just like,
And it I love that it shows
they
the
did it so fantastically.
the outcome of their decisions and everything like that. So Eye in the Sky is my number 7. Number 6 for me, Edge of 17.
higher.
Damn it.
Yes, thank the Lord,
Wait,
because
what number were you at?
6.
Oh, it's not higher.
Well, it can be higher.
Fail,
It's the
Damon.
same.
You guys both talk about it then.
Damn you.
That's the rule.
Alright.
Oh, dude, no.
You liar.
Damn. All right, fine. Let's
got you.
Let's talk about Edge of 17.
Oh man. I just
If I don't
pulled
get to my number 12, I'm gonna kill you guys. Anyways,
Well,
Damon?
Yeah, again, let's do this again, man.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Don't ruin anything because I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, okay.
Neither.
Oh, so the whole plot of the movie and the ending is
Woody Harrelson kills the girl. Got it.
yeah.
Well, you would think at some points that's where it's going, but
Yeah, there's some parts where I'm like, is this about to get super creepy super quickly?
you have to suspend a little bit of disbelief. Anybody who has gone through high school, suspend some disbelief when it comes to her relationship with the teacher.
Yeah.
Other than that, I love the commentary. Honestly, I thought that the director of this film, Kelly something or other,
No idea.
I'm a dick for not knowing it. She did a
gotcha.
really great job.
Yeah.
I thought she had quite a bit to say about American society and in just subtle ways of,
Oh, for sure.
ordering the hamburgers and not recycling the Coke can, when she's here and letting go. And just the way that teenagers are sort of thought or put under this microscope, I thought was really well done.
Yeah, the parenting from I can't remember her, the actress.
Kelly Craig is the director.
She's
that one.
Kira Sedgwick.
Kira Sedgwick.
Oh,
Like that. I
Kevin
think
Bacon's
was
wife.
Yeah, I think that was an entire like side
Yep.
commentary on parenting nowadays.
But it had a lot of
picks a
notes.
favorite.
Picks a
Like,
favorite, but also then the dating, the online dating and everything,
Yep,
and
yep.
and there's so much that is said, but without actually throwing it in your face, like Tom Ford, with the revenge picture and
Yeah.
Nocturnal Animals, which I thought was really great. The acting is great. I hope I get to my number 12 pick because there's an actor in this movie that was in my number 12 pick that I really would like to get to. His name is Blake Jenner. Thought he did
I
really.
thought you were going with Now You See Me Too, Woody Harrelson.
I wish, dude. I wish. I actually. I thought.
That's
I
my
think I
number
gave
one.
Now You See Me number 1. 4 stars. I think.
Oh,
yeah, I will punch anyone who has that movie on their list.
I'm kidding.
I mean,
Bad
it's on the
movie.
bottom of mine.
Anyways,
Just-
but Edge of 17.
Too bad it's my number one.
Haley Steinfeld is such a great actress, man. From
She
the
is
moment we
fantastic.
saw her in True Grit
Yep.
to Now,
Oscar nominated.
yeah,
even.
she's phenomenal. She's great, and everything that goes on in
she's
her life.
hysterical in that movie. Woody
Yeah.
Harrelson's hysterical. I think the movie.
Woody
itself
Harrelson is
so
so
fucking
greatly
funny.
directed. He puts forth such a great effort in this movie. I mean, he is
Yeah.
so freaking lovable.
There are some teachers that I've had in school that I was like, that is exactly like he hits that on the fucking head. Like they're
It's
exactly
so
like
great.
him.
Yeah, I mean, and it's awesome, man. Edge of 17 is my number 6. My number 5 is probably not going to be on anyone else's list here, so I'm just going to say it. Patterson.
I haven't watched it.
I haven't seen it yet.
Don't even know what it is.
Patterson is
Adam
James
Driver.
Jarmusch.
Oh.
Patterson.
He's Patterson.
Listen to this. It's Adam Driver, who's depicting a bus driver
Whoa!
whose
Named
name
Adam Patterson.
whose name is
Who
Patterson
lives in Patterson.
in the city of Patterson, and that is literally, once you understand that is the groundwork for this movie, because there's so much going on in regards to it's always about doubles. You know, there's two versions of everything, and in this case, you know, with this film, you're seeing everything in a different opinion, you know, different opinions and everything like that. There's twins that run around everywhere in this. There's stuff that's happening, you know, twice. There's people that are saying the same exact thing that he's heard 3 times in one day, and it's nothing to do with anything, you know, superpowers or anything like that. It's just his life,
Coincidence?
and it goes 1 week through his life, and it is absolutely, it sucks you in, and you watch it, and you're like, you know, sometimes you're waiting for like, oh my god, now this is where it happens, where someone breaks into his house or someone kidnaps the dog. Nothing happens, and it's so great, and it's phenomenal. I absolutely love the movie. I love the relationship that Adam Driver has with his wife, a woman I cannot pronounce. She's got like 3 names or one really long name.
Okay. I know what you're.
She's really great, but like someone said it so well, and I wish I could remember who said it, but you watch the scene, and it's just a scene, but every single scene still has that theme or second idea to it. And I think that's what Jim Jarmusch was just trying to say about, you know, art and the way people look at art, because there's going to be so many different opinions about it. So he gives it to you at face value, but there's also a deeper meaning to every single shot in this movie, and I absolutely love this film. Patterson, man, is a must. So that was my 5.
Cool.
Right.
Stare in your
Ice
eyes.
cold.
My number 7 is...
You're gonna have to look at it at some point.
No, I don't, 'cause I know it.
What is it?
Rogue One.
Ooh,
Higher.
really?
I was kidding. I'm sure he's not.
But just by 1. I'm sorry. Well, wait. Here. I was literally about to change. Let's do it. Keep it, and we'll talk about it
All
together.
right. It's number 33 on mine. So
It's 33, dude?
Yeah. What the fuck? Damon's a piece of shit.
22 on mine, bro.
Look, it didn't have enough black people in it. Damon didn't like it.
Oh.
But again, Damon doesn't know if he likes a movie or dislikes a movie.
everyone's shitting on you. Damon, your pick is your pick.
this is the last time I'm ever gonna be on a Real Frame of Mind thing.
No, dude, no. I said the same thing twice, okay? My inner Jim Jarmusch is coming out, all right?
Yeah. All right. Let's talk
Real
about Rogue
bunch of
One.
assholes here.
Please, let's talk
True.
about Rogue
I'm
One.
fine with it.
Start us off.
I love Rogue One. I think it's amazing. The story, the characters, everything to me meshes extremely well together. Overall, K2 is my favorite robot ever in the entire Star Wars franchise.
That's a bold statement, my
I thought
friend.
you were gonna just go ever. I was like, oh man.
Wait.
Whoops.
Your favorite in just
Star Wars.
Just
Star Wars franchise.
what else? What other robot are you talking about?
There's other robots.
I mean,
well,
BB-8,
come on.
R2-D2,
Short Circuit?
C-3PO. Well, I mean,
No, I'm asking him.
iRobot. Sorry.
Yeah, iRobot.
Terminator.
Same person that did
Terminator.
K2.
Oh, fuck you guys, dude. R2D2 takes a cake no matter what. Everybody knows him, like Ronald McDonald.
I can't even speak English. What are we talking about?
Anyways, continue.
Oh, damn it, he gets excited.
But, like, the characters, to me, like, I latched on to the characters right away because, to me, I like knowing the basis of what the story was supposed to be about and everything like that. Because who didn't know that it was about the rebels? Apparently somebody
Yeah,
didn't.
people actually didn't.
Which is funny to me because that was the whole thing.
They're the people that frequent festivals once every year. That's the only time you see these people is when they
Yeah.
go out for festivals in the summer. Weird motherfuckers.
But no, I thought like the characters were great. Like Donnie Yen's character, I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce his name.
Good
Charlotte,
luck.
Charlotte, right?
No, dude.
That's not-
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Hey, that's great. That's how I pronounce his name too. If that's the right way.
But no, I thought the characters were treated really well. Yes, somebody like Saw Gerrera didn't get a lot of time in there, but he had his time in what was it, the Rebel series he was in?
Or Clone Wars originally. I
Clone
think they're
Wars
bringing
originally.
him back for Rebels.
But yeah, but aside from that, like
Go ahead.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
I don't know. Nobody knows. Continue.
He won't voice his opinion. Don't worry.
We got a time limit here. Let's go.
You had like great scenes from everybody in there, including like some small things from like Vader and everything like that were just badass. Not a huge fan of the CG for Tarkin and Carrie Fisher. May she rest in peace. But like,
I thought Tarkin was great.
see, it bothered me because I noticed it
The
immediately
Tarkin was
that he
fine.
was CG.
I knew he was though. Like obviously that fucker's been like he was
Well, I
like
know it's
70
been
years old
someone
back in
else-
the
oh, no.
70s.
Did I go to the movie with you?
Maybe it
Dude, it was
me.
Carrie
I think
Fisher
so,
that was
because
like that.
You-
Yeah,
Carrie
rough.
Fisher
Yeah,
was like,
I
"Hey."
agree with you.
Yeah.
But
The
this is
Tarkin
the
was
future.
passed.
He was
This
the
is
one I
the
was
future
arguing
of
with.
movies,
I
man.
thought the CGI was
It's gonna
cool.
happen in the
You
next
don't.
one.
You don't
But
die.
Justin was on
Yeah.
my side too.
Yeah. Well, Justin's a piece of shit, so no one cares.
But no, all I'm saying is like some of the CG was kind of iffy
Tom
in there
Hanks.
at points.
True story.
Because there was one point where TIE fighters looked like they had just pasted a bunch of paper onto like a black screen. In all honesty, like if you watch it real
You look
closely,
like
You know, this is your number 7, right?
I know, but I'm just saying like.
Seven.
kind of
Seven. No,
kind of
seven.
shitting on it a little bit.
But no, overall, like I loved it because I love the characters in it. Like Donnie Yen's character, his friend, Jyn Erso. Even I like her more than I like Rey.
Baz.
Wait,
I'm one with the Force is with me.
I thought you had this higher.
Good. No, I put or dropped it down so we can talk
Oh,
about it
okay.
right
Yeah.
I got confused there for a second. I didn't know what was going on.
But no, I think my main thing about this was I loved all the characters, and to me it was heartbreaking. Spoiler: they die.
What?
They can't die. They're one with the
Oh,
Force is with me.
Like it was heartbreaking for me, like when they died.
Yeah.
It's like especially like Donnie Yen's character because he walks through. I'm like, oh man, he might actually be a Jedi, and then he dies. And I'm like,
It doesn't matter, dude. He's a Force ghost somewhere. And you know what's even better? After they die, then you get the best scene in the whole freaking movie with Darth Vader.
Yeah, it's a sick scene, and that's a it's a second like shooting. What's the word I'm working for?
Reshot?
Thank you. It's a reshoot,
Reshoot.
scene
Reshoot.
that wasn't originally in the film. So I mean, that's just one of the best scenes in the movie is a reshoot. So, but yeah, no, I completely agree with you, Taylor. I know we've talked about this, and my problems with the movie were the characters, but it's such a minute problem because I enjoyed the movie so much, and I enjoy the characters. I just wanted more time with them. That's all I'm saying, and that's just me being a selfish Star Wars fanboy. Is all. I just want to see more movies of these characters, and I should have known that going in. That well, and I did know that it wasn't going to be a standalone movie, but I guess I just wanted a little bit out of it. But putting that aside, I thought the cinematography was fantastic. Probably one of the best looking Star Wars films yet. And yeah, acting across the board, and the fact that John Williams isn't scoring it, but it still had a solid score.
That score is so great.
That I mean, it's just really really good work all around, and it's we're Star Wars fans, so we're maybe biased a little bit to these movies, but all that aside, I think it was just a fantastic movie.
well, and I thought like the villain of it, Krennic,
Yeah,
with Ben Mendelsohn, cool.
is it done?
Yeah, my built-in memory's full.
Dude, his built-in memory is full.
Right, so we're talking about Krennic.
Yeah, Krennic.
I thought Ben Mendelsohn did a great job as like villainy, but kind of like that underhanded guy who's like he's trying for power. It wasn't like Domhnall Gleeson's Hitler, which I mean I still enjoyed that, but it wasn't that like over the top with it. He was like that guy who's kind of like trying to like push people out of his way.
And because you could see that he was like always in the like pushing himself forward at every cost, and then there's the scene with him and Vader, and you could just see it, and you could see his real place and amongst them, and it's a good dynamic, and I did enjoy him as the villain overall. So I don't know, it's a good fun movie, and if they keep shouting out Star Wars films like this, I'm going to be happy.
Yeah, cool. Good.
That's yep.
Cool.
My number 6 is Pop Star. Never stopping.
I love you.
I'm guessing no one has that higher, but
No, Damon should, but
I'm
it's
so
on
glad
his
that
other
I'm
list.
so glad that I don't have another list. I'm so glad that you're bringing it up. I like
Really?
that movie a lot.
part of it is like bias because I'm a huge
I have
Lonely
it higher
Island
than
fan.
Rogue One. I'm at 31.
You do too. I'm so blown away.
Look, I loved it. I thought it was
Oh
hilarious.
my god,
Like
hysterical.
the little cameos in there were just near perfect. Like it's so good. Like Justin Timberlake was one of my favorite parts, and he has
The-
like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
There's-
And a decent amount of that is under a fucking fish costume.
There's one part where he's just like staring at them through a window as they're eating his food, and I was dying laughing because of it. It was so over the top. It was really well done. Like the music is great for if you enjoy like comedy
Yeah, if you
style
like
music.
if you like Lonely Island, this is just another Lonely Island CD. So
Yeah, like, it's a big Lonely Island like jerk off fest, more or
it's
less.
so good,
Like
I
it's
love it.
great, but I had probably the best time of the year for a comedy based film with Pop Star, so that would be why it's my number 6.
all right, what's your number 5?
My number 5, I'm going foreign.
Oh, good. It's like my mind. Just gonna...
This probably will be on nobody's list because I don't think anyone else has watched it but me. And it's Train to Busan.
Oh no, I didn't get to see it yet.
Yeah. Korean made horror film. It's a zombie film, but it's one of the best zombie films I've seen in forever because they just overdid the genre and basically killed it. But like the infection is great. It's very confined to a train because it follows a man with his daughter on a train and dealing with an infection that jumps on this train and that's going around the area at that point as they're trying to get to Busan, trying to he's divorced from his wife and they were going to his wife when this all came through. But it's so well done. The zombies are great in there for what they are. It is fast zombies, which I'm not always a fan of, but for this one,
More terrifying.
it's more terrifying, and I think for this one it worked very well because it wasn't as zombie-esque. It was more infection-esque, kind of like a...
28 Days Later.
Yes, that's what I was going for. But it just, like, the view, like, how it looked all the time was really great. The characters were so well done to me.
It's in my
Because, like, the characters I cared about every moment of it, pretty much, like, the man and even the side people. And they even had the normal guy that you just hate with a passion, that you're just looking for him to die, but he doesn't ever die, and it kills you on the inside. But overall...
Like
You can
like
talk
Max
about-
Klusendorf in Supervivencia. That son of a bitch, I wanted to die.
Yeah, and he just
That
comes up
son
at
of
the
a
end.
bitch makes it all the way. Check out Supervivencia.
Or Max Klusendorf in Life.
I was thinking about
Ooh.
in The
Fucking
Mist.
Yes.
Marisha Gayheart, or
Yes.
however you say her name.
Similar, like,
Yeah.
hatred, not, like, religious...
Yeah, but like you
zealous,
just
but,
you
like,
Oh,
just
The
hate
Mist.
you hate the shit out of her.
I would
You want her to
fucking
die
strangle
so bad.
Yep.
That's pretty much every movie she's ever been in.
No, not Mystic River. She's in Mystic River, right? She's like
Yeah.
lost and like looking for Tim
Yep.
Robbins. Is like, well, I guess I would want to kill her too. There, too. It's Donald Trump's America. I can say that.
You can,
But
And fuck you, Damon.
You can also grab women's pussies and, you know.
That's locker room talk. Okay.
But yeah, overall, like, if you're a horror fan to any aspect, and even if you're a film fan for the most part, like, just watching this movie in general is so good with the character development and everything that I would suggest to anyone to go and see it. It's foreign, but if you can last through that, it's really good.
Use subtitles. You know what I mean? Like, get over it.
dude, I'm
over
digging foreign films, especially Korean foreign films, and you know I want to see.
You
this
guys see
movie, so-
that that film? I don't know if it was foreign or not, but like the two twins, their mom goes in for like plastic surgery and then she comes
Oh.
back.
Good Night Mommy. It's Great.
Can't wait to see that one.
Where's that on? Is that on Netflix?
I don't know. I bought it.
Oh, dude, you're gonna have to borrow that to me.
Of course you
Goodbye,
did.
Mommy.
Look, it was on a whim. I was like,
How did you find it?
You
I was
have
just at a
a
family video
You have
one
like
day.
a fucking
Oh,
stack of movies like this high that you haven't watched. That you
Dude,
bought,
I gotta
and you
borrow
keep
that,
buying
man.
them.
What's
I
it called?
can't.
You
Good night, mommy.
Good night, mom. Dude.
freak of a human being.
Shit. All right, Damon, go, motherfucker.
All right, my number 7. Probably
yeah.
gonna be higher
I feel
on at
this
least
movie.
2 people, if not 3 people's list. Kubo and the 2 Strings.
Higher.
Higher.
Not mine.
Ooh. Got it. Since we already talked about Hacksaw Ridge, I'm going down to 13, which was Finding Dory.
Wow, Damon. Oh no, never mind. Not wow for you. It would be wow for one of these two if that had. Sorry. my bad.
I'm confused. What?
Finding Dory is my number 18 of the year, which is pretty high.
It's not even on my list.
Okay.
You liked Finding Dory better than Finding Nemo?
Yeah.
Yes.
Unfucking dude, she's more annoying than that one.
No, she's not. She actually has a purpose in this one.
Dude, are you kidding me?
No. Damon, talk about how you like this movie.
No, Damon's fucking raging with anger. He's intense right now.
No, I was waiting for you guys to start arguing, and I was gonna like I was like the child in the relationship. Mommy and Daddy, what's not
Stay out of this.
Dude, there's more of her, which means if you thought she was annoying, then she's definitely annoying.
Yeah,
in
but
this
there's
one.
there's a better understanding of her character, and there's more sympathy that I.
You
can
don't
feel
find
for
out
her.
anything that you didn't know already. She fucking lost. She's lost, and she can't remember anything.
Yeah, but they depict like her lost and the separation from her parents and stuff in a way that I actually cared about.
No,
her
you
more
just
as a
cared
character.
about young Dory, dude. She got you with the
cute.
big eyes.
She was cute.
The little
I'll
voice.
give you that. She was cute.
Dude, Hank is a great character.
Hank
though.
is. I actually really enjoyed all the new characters, and it didn't feel like a rehash of the first movie. Is one of my biggest things. But it's your movie, so talk
Yeah,
about
no,
it.
everything you guys just said. I felt some like serious anxiety when she first got lost, and then like every time she would like forget what she was doing and get like lost again, like my heart started like pounding because I was like I felt that before, like being lost and not knowing where the fuck you are, and like
In this department store, Damon? Where'd you get lost?
I mean I
don't know
was
why.
a kid, so I probably got lost like several places, but yeah, like I mean I got lost at a fucking Walmart before. I've gotten lost at like Kmart's and shit. Like you just get lost, you know. You're
But you remember
wander.
that, man? Fuck, I was running to get lost in fucking department stores. I was running hiding in that
shit.
clothes.
No,
and shit.
because then like you can't find the person you're with, and you're like, oh shit, did they leave without me? Like am I
Oh,
fucking
man.
stuck here? Like
Okay,
I started having like anxiety.
guess I can
For
buy
all of this, I'm not depicting little kid Damon. I'm depicting grown
Like
up Damon
current
in
Damon?
Walmart outfit, being like, "Where's everyone?" Like in Walmart.
Sometimes when you guys leave me and I'm at work alone, I get anxiety. I'm like,
I'm
where
just,
do
I
wanna
don't know, man. This movie, like, I enjoyed it, and I think I bought it because I
Yeah,
love
it's right over
Hank.
there. I can see it from here.
Yeah, I love Hank so much, dude. Hank is.
Bought it $10 Black Friday.
Boom.
I bought it.
I
$10
bought it full
used.
price right before Black Friday because I'm a fucking idiot.
Why didn't you just go to Family Video like Taylor and I do?
Family, I do too. I
True.
buy mine
Because
though.
Family Video can suck a dick.
Dude, you get great deals.
Yeah,
I
man.
bought
You're a great
5
deal.
movies that came out this
Yeah.
year for $27.
Like $1 around the corner.
Nice.
It was a sick deal. Everything was $6 or
Yeah.
like $5, $4.
What I'm saying is like it took me out. Like it's a bold move to take a secondary character and wipe out the main 2 characters, which I loved Nemo in the first one,
They were in the movie.
and I loved like Marlin and how he has to he has to overcome his demons, and let go. But like in the second one, he's just a dick, and he has to just that's his arc is like to coming to terms with the fact that he was too hard on her. It's like, come on, you knew she was gonna
and-
find her parents.
Yeah.
You knew it. And then
Yeah.
that shit scene at the end where they take over that truck and drive it away, like that is fucking stupid.
It does get a little out of
Even for a Pixar movie, that is stupid.
Hence why it was only my number 13. We're moving on.
All right, go.
All right, my 6th was at just 17. We already talked about it. It's number 5, Hell or High Water.
Higher.
Cool.
I'm getting nervous now.
My number 14, Don't Think Twice.
You're good. And
Cool.
I've seen it, so I can talk
I
about
mean, yeah, you start because I don't.
It's your pick.
It's
Why do I
your
start?
pick, Damon.
I like the movie. I like Mike Birbiglia. He's one of my favorite comedians.
I
love his stories. They're always heartbreaking yet funny.
I do like the movie. I thought Sleepwalk with Me was better.
I won't disagree with you. I think Sleepwalk with Me is one of my favorite movies.
But
Is that the one with Ryan Reynolds?
no, it's a Mike Birbiglia movie too. I don't think there's really anybody of big name in it besides him. But the problem I had with this movie, and it wasn't a bad problem, I really liked the movie overall. I thought it was fun, and all the actors were on their game. And I think I was reading into it. We were listening to that podcast. I think he said something about he just kind of let everybody just do their thing because it's an improv movie.
It's a movie about improv, so they just kind of like improv.
But I do wish, because it is a comedy about people doing improv, and I know he likes to do the sappy, do dramedies more than anything, and focus a lot on.
I don't know if that's like his intent or if that's just how the movies turn out.
Yeah, that could be too. But I did wish
at a point then he has to understand that's how his movie freaking like that's his style.
And I guess like I was getting to with my problem is I didn't laugh. There wasn't a whole lot of funny parts in the movie for me, and like there was like I guess it was like we could see why. Okay, that's humorous, but it's not like I'm sitting here like
That's just
actually laughing towards the joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and there's a lot of like the
movie
characters.
theater that's humorous.
That's
Like he's just sitting
funny.
there like with a glass of wine, like twirling it.
Oh, so that's humorous.
That's what's humorous.
No laughs.
No laughs.
Humorous.
Just humorous.
Am I a clown? Do I fucking amuse
Do I
you?
amuse you?
Yeah,
Anthony,
I laughed.
he said it.
I laughed a little bit more than you did, obviously, but I also didn't like roll around laughing like some of these other movies that I've seen. But because I think the drama in those movies is fantastic.
It is good.
And I like the actors. I'm a huge fan of Keegan-Michael Key, obviously Mike Birbiglia, Gillian Jacobs. Huge fans of all those people, and they just played off each other super well, especially in the improv scenes.
Yes,
they
did.
They did some great stuff.
I'm
there.
impressed with Gillian Jacobs too because
she's crushing it.
She's not originally an improv.
Yeah,
she was like a Juilliard.
Juilliard. Yeah, because
Yeah,
we heard that in that fucking.
Yeah, see, this is why you got to listen to podcasts, man. I'm telling you, they're great.
Did you listen to the Anna Burke one?
Which one? No, not yet. I haven't been on a ride where I
this
wanted to.
podcast.
Listen
I
to
don't
this
know
one
why
specifically.
this one. I'm plugging the podcast we're currently doing.
Does anybody know how? Well, actually, I just never mind.
Okay,
Go ahead.
but yeah,
Yeah,
Good one.
So,
Good movie.
Yeah, yours.
Mine? Okay,
Your
hey.
7, 6, and 5.
No,
idiot.
my 7 got done because me and Taylor had Rogue One. So
All
my
right.
6, I'm hoping nobody else has this on their list. I do not think so. Hold on one sec. Drum roll, please.
We'll see.
It is... Okay, so I haven't seen his first movie, but I loved his second movie, and this is his third movie, John Carney's Sing Street.
Nope.
Anybody seen Sing?
Oh yeah, I said. Yeah.
Oh,
I haven't
man.
watched it yet.
Oh, it's just I don't know. It's just something about his incorporation of music into his film. Begin Again being the one I liked a lot, and I haven't seen once, but I actually like the soundtrack. I listened to the soundtrack to the movie, and I like it a lot. But this movie I think takes the cake from over Begin Again as it depicts. It's kind of a teenage angsty film. With this kid, his name is Connor. And he has to relocate to a new school and stuff, and he makes a band with the people that he has stuff in common with. And then just a depiction of his transition through high school and through the music that turns him into the man he wants to be. And I just thought it was just everything from the acting from all the actors, the direction, and the music was just fantastic. I loved every musical piece in that movie. And it's cool because it's like a throwback. It's a period piece too. It's the 70s. It takes place in the 70s, I think, or the 80s.
Yeah.
So they do like stupid 80s music videos, which is really cool. It felt like a Duran Duran music video. So I don't know. I just really fell in love with this movie. I actually watched it a couple times now, and I just really liked it more and more as I watched it.
I watched it once, and it was a movie that surprised me. I just watched it because I heard so much about it. Watch it. I really enjoyed it. I like the movie itself better than Begin Again because Begin Again had a lot of technical issues.
Inconsistencies.
Yeah, with their editing mainly. Like, dude, you edit that thing better and you're good to go. But
Yeah.
I actually the downfall to that movie, Sing Street, is that I actually liked all the pieces from Begin Again better than this one. Like I like
the
Begin
songs.
Again's music
Yeah.
better than this one,
Oh my
which
God.
is not to say that this music is bad, because it takes his 80s music, which I'm a huge fan of 80s music,
That's what I meant.
and it just it blew it up and made it great, and it was just like that montage sequence of gathering the band that kind of was like I mean, this is like okay. And it was that, if you guys have issues with Rogue One not hashing out characters, then you would have problems with Sing Street not hashing out all their characters. Because it's the same idea. You have all these kids, and they're even more tighter knit than the cast in Rogue One, which I didn't have an issue with it. I'm just saying,
Right,
like,
and I don't think it's like as big of a deal because all of the rest of the band is kind of just side character. They don't really need any hashing out. It's really just Connor and I forget the girl's name, but
well, the girl, but also the guy that he writes the songs with.
yeah,
Which and
he
it's so
could've-
well done, and and I love the brother. The brother character is so great. That's sort of like all the talent in the world, just no drive, and,
Yep.
the regretful.
and then he sees the talent,
Yeah, and I mean-
the opportunities he lost.
Yeah, and
he
the
doesn't
fact
want
that
his brother
he's
to
helping him out,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's so great. Man, Sing Street is it's within my top 20, just outside my top 15.
I just thought it was
so.
just like an under the radar movie. I didn't see any trailers before. I just heard word of mouth and push it off a lot. And then when I saw it, I was just like, wow, this is. I think everyone should see it at least once.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a cool movie. All right, and then my 5, I do 5, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So number 5 is Captain America: Civil War.
All right.
Higher.
No, it's not. I beat you for it.
Damn it, you
now-
son of a bitch.
The story for this one is this was my number 1 movie for probably about 8 months of the year.
8
Um,
fucking months.
This
Yeah, because everything's so jam packed at the end of the freaking year.
So like, and I will go on record saying you heard it first. This is my favorite Marvel movie that Marvel's done.
I hadn't
And
heard
I
that
might be
yesterday. I'd
biased.
surprised.
Damon,
I might
take
be,
it with a grain of salt.
yeah,
What?
but I
You
might be
hear what I
biased.
said.
Can I
I'm gonna
finish?
move this
Can I
man.
finish? Can I finish? All right, I'm finished. It's the only thing I know from South Park at all. But
I thought you were done.
no, I wasn't. Obviously, Taylor and Damon would know why that I'm biased towards this film because it has Spider-Man in it, and I love him. No, because
Exactly.
Black Panther is my favorite superhero.
He's a great character.
and
Great
he is,
character.
He is just
I felt
awesome.
Like he was the best one done
He's
in
literally,
the entire film.
yeah.
I love the origin story without having an actual origin
Yeah,
story.
you know
It's
my
it's
opinion
so
on
well
his-
done.
on
And-
Spidey's, like,
The fact that they actually had like a real beef between each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's that ending scene. Where it's like you're splitting friends between each other, and it's
Take it back.
something so big to actually split a friendship is serious. I
Yeah.
think they do a great job at portraying that, and the twist, was obviously the driving force. But I thought it was well done, and obviously the villain, right? The actual villain in this is
Baron Zemo's character.
yeah. I mean, he
amazing.
is yeah, and
It's
he's
one of the best, one of my favorite Marvel villains so far. I thought he doesn't even have to be in there that much because he did exactly what he wanted to do. He won essentially. So, but yeah, I mean,
he sort of won. I mean,
well, okay,
Cap sent him
I
his, like,
consider him-
boyfriend
I-
letter
Yeah, I consider it
at the
winning.
end of it.
yeah,
I consider Zemo winning the movie.
yeah.
I mean, yeah,
The
it's
fight.
just like Cap had to get it. Like they had to get that heartfelt letter in at the end of it, which
Yeah,
bothered
but it's not
me.
like it's just
but
like
it's Cap. That's the only reason. And I get it from his perspective because Captain America. He's not going to just sit there and say, "All right." And it's the movie version of Captain America. I know we know different versions of this character, but like,
the
it's the,
ultimate version.
But I get it, and I didn't like it either. I thought it was kind of a forced thing, but I get why they would do it. Obviously, because
Well, it
there's
just-
more movies to come, and they have to save face,
Well,
and they're
that's-
eventually going to come back together anyways. But I feel like at least if they hold conflict between them still, and maybe reluctant to see two work together at first or something. It can't just be this movie happened and now you sent me a letter, we're good now. You know what I mean? Like,
Best friends forever.
but
Also, I mean, Stark is a dick.
he is. But
Whoa.
Look, he called for Vision to shoot,
I'm kidding.
Falcon
we don't need to
dodged,
spend
man.
like a lot of time talking about
and then
this.
he
We've
just
done
shot.
Well, yeah,
Falcon
I know.
because he's a dick.
yeah, so that's that. There's
Also,
that
it's
movie.
quarter to 11.
It's great.
Well, let's get
Damon,
into an argument
can you
about
shut
Tony
up
Stark.
and let Scott finish this off?
What, it's my turn? Are we
Yeah.
going 4-3?
4, 3, 2, 1.
4-3-2.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, 4-3-2.
All right, number 4, Arrival.
Higher.
Higher.
Yes. Yeah.
He really wanted to talk about Everybody Wants Some.
Everybody wants something.
Yeah,
This movie, and fuck all you guys. Actually, no, because
Just
I
me.
understand. I
It's
literally,
just
I haven't watched it.
I literally
watched
understand why people don't latch onto this. But what you have to understand is, aside from the fact that Linklater gets a little cliche with the college atmosphere, this movie is so real when it comes down to how he portrays these characters being on a team. It's unreal, man. It brought me back to school. Like, it was the way that he can make these characters be so cohesive at one point and then so against each other at another. It's almost like Civil War, in a way where, it took how many films to build up to that point. Well, he does it in one, and then and then all of a sudden they have like that really like guy,
Yeah.
that guy, I don't know, reconciliation where it's like, hey man, we cool about that? Yeah, we're cool about that. But the way that he talks about music in this movie is so great. The way that he portrays these characters in their own nutshell, one being more of a guy who wants to fit in, another guy
Yeah.
who's odd and trying too hard, and then there's the one that's automatically just cool. Like, he just takes all of these different like genres of character and puts them all into one movie, and I thought he did a tremendous job.
And I just like to say that I do. I was obviously the one that was saying those things to you about the film, but like now that I've actually watched a lot more of Linklater's films just in general. Not even watching this film over again, and his style of directing and writing made me appreciate this film a little bit more because it's just really what he does. I mean, he just writes a story about people and you just live it and you just take it for what it was.
And
so,
there's nothing that will really blow you away cinematically about it, but it's the full story that you get. You always have to look back at his career, Linklater's career, and look at like a Boyhood, and take it because what he does. He just immerses himself into these stories and writes them in like the Before trilogy and everything like that.
yeah,
And like
so
not much happens.
No.
It's like Patterson. Not much happens, but it's all so great that you want to relive it over and over because it takes you back to a time. And this is the only reason why I know some people won't like it is because it has to do with being on a sports team.
yeah.
It has to do with that kind of that guy mentality when they get
Camaraderie.
into school. Like you want to drink beer, you want to party, you want to get some tail. Like that's the idea a lot of young men go into school with, and I don't know.
I
Man,
agree.
that movie
I completely agree.
it hit me so hard, and the first time I watched it, I watched it again with my brother and just loved it. I absolutely love it. So everybody wants some.
Yep. 2
3,
exclamation points.
Hunt for the Wilder People.
Yes. It's not there, but I want to talk about this movie so bad.
Yeah, dude, Hunt for the Wilder People blew me away, man. Sam Neill he's so perfectly cast. You have that little overweight, whatever.
Oh my god.
Skin color he is.
He's from New Zealand.
Oh my god, man, this guy is
so funny.
something Wilkinson or Wilkins or something.
What the actor's name?
Yeah, the actor's name. But
Julian Dennison is his
Dennison. I don't know what the hell I was.
Ricky was his character.
Yeah,
name.
Ricky Baker, dude.
Ricky Baker.
Man, even just hearing some of the stories about the film, about like how they realized Happy Birthday was copyrighted. So the woman has to like make up a song about Ricky Baker.
Oh,
With like
that.
you remember when she's
Yeah.
singing that song and
Yeah.
playing on that little keyboard, and then like he starts singing too, and they just cut to Sam Neill like so disgusted, and like oh my god, it's so well done. It's hilarious, but heartfelt, and it's an adventure story. It's so great.
And just the dynamic between the two, you wouldn't think in the beginning of the movie even that it would be as great as it was, but
Because it's shocking what happens. Like the fact that you like okay, Sam Neill and him are going to have to come together somehow, but how we don't know. And all of a sudden you get that curveball, and you're like, oh my god, now what are they going to do? And then all of a sudden it just starts spiraling out of control. Remember when he's like, I'm gonna burn myself. I'm gonna light myself on fire and just leave this note, and then the whole barn goes up. But Man, I'll tell you what, man. One of the biggest things about the movies on my list is something if like Allie comes in and watches the movies and if she's into it, then I can tell it's a decent story.
Yeah.
And the fact that a couple of these movies that are on my list, she's come in like halfway through and just absolutely loved
it.
Eye in the Sky and this one. I mean, we were both laughing our asses off, and I don't laugh during comedies, dude. I just don't do it. And Hunt for the Wilder People, man, it gets it done, and you guys have to see this movie if you haven't.
He names his dog Tupac, and it's just the way he delivers calling for his dog just alone is just so great. It's just I mean, this raises a question. The director, I won't even try pronouncing his name, Taiki
Waititi or whatever.
Taiki Waititi. He's going to be directing the next Thor movie
for
really? Marvel. So I mean that could be something interesting.
I guess I don't know about his style with that. I mean, like he had the adventure part down. Like I was really into the adventure aspect of it. The drama part was funny, but like the comedy that hit me the most.
Right.
Which
and
is
he's
odd.
also helping write the film too. So
that's what we do. In
yes,
the
it
shadows,
is.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be fine.
Yeah.
Because he can actually give Hemsworth humor to jump off of, which he's really good with humor. So.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
But Hunt for the Wilder People is my number 3.
Okay, Taylor's up.
My number
we're
4.
doing 2.
What?
Are we doing 2?
We're doing 4, 3, 2, and then did 1.
Oh yeah, you need 2. You're right.
Well, you guys told me 4. I thought we were doing 2, 1.
No, 4, 3, 2.
No. Do
Okay,
3,
2 is La La Land.
Higher.
Okay, there you go. Christ, now I gotta go down to 18, 19. Oh, all right, 19. Bloodfather, baby. Mel Gibson
really?
coming back into his acting chops. Simple story. You have don't tell me his name. He's in Open Range. He's in the new Rogue One.
Diego Luna.
Yeah, Diego Luna is in this movie as like this drug dealer who gets in with.
He said, "Don't tell him."
Oh, sorry.
Doesn't matter. You guys are bitching about the time anyway, so thank you for telling me that. Anyways, Bloodfather, and Mel Gibson is a freaking ex-convict who's out, does tattoos and such. He has his parole officer living in range from him, good friends, and his daughter's getting into it with Diego Luna, who's a drug dealer and wants to go out and like shoot some people who were stealing drugs from her, so whatnot. She doesn't. She turns the gun on Diego Luna, and thus we have Bloodfather, which she actually goes back, seeks out Mel Gibson's help to try to get her out of this situation, and you have this awesome road trip kind of romp that goes on, which is completely heartfelt. It's an amazing story. It's scary. I say scary as like it's heart pumping and everything like that, but it touches close to heart too. So I thought again, I'm so glad to see Mel Gibson back on the screen as an actor and director, and Bloodfather, my number 19 at my number 2.
Sure.
Nice.
Now you're up.
Oh yeah. That's okay.
Your turn.
I think you do number 4.
Oh.
And then 3, and then 2.
Can we just?
Okay.
And I know you're number 1 now.
I mean, it's pretty simple.
Yeah.
But no, my number 4 is Kubo from 2 Strings.
Kubo.
Let's talk about it. That's not my number 4.
Will you guys put your list together?
Together? Wait, we did have 2 of the same spots. Wow. All right, continue, man.
I thought, and I know like I didn't give you the greatest reaction after I watched it right away.
Yeah, you did, so I'm surprised.
No, I love the movie. Like, it's beautiful. That's probably the biggest thing, is just how beautifully done it actually is. The stop animation is just by par.
But Pa,
Wow, to see.
that's hilarious.
But no, it's probably one of the best animations ever, as far as that goes. And that does a credit to, like, having the ability to 3D print for 10 years. But aside from that, it just looks beautiful. They made a 16-foot skeleton, so...
Well, I mean, and not to cut you off, but like what they were just saying before, I think it was Scott, that when you expect from Moana, you expect a movie and the animation to just be innately good, right? Mm-hmm. So that's not even something that you're surprised by anymore. And for something like this movie to actually sit us back and say, holy shit, this movie looks awesome. And we know why, because they had to build it from nothing. It's stop animation. It's something, probably one of the hardest things to do in animation. So it's like, that's just a testament to the movie right there.
Well, yeah, really, it just got me, and just the beauty of it, and the voice acting was very well done as well. The kid was great.
Yeah,
The only thing I know him from is Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
but aside from that, like he.
Is he in Game of Thrones?
he's a little Stark,
Which one?
the youngest one. I don't know his name. Nope, don't say it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
no,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know he's not up to date, so don't you say anything.
But yeah, no,
Damon.
it's
I didn't say it.
like him. Matthew McConaughey was hilarious most of the time in there. Charlize Theron does a great job, just because I think really. Sorry, Theron.
I thought it was Damon too.
I don't know.
It was for a while, and then all of a sudden she hits with that fucking movie, and it's like, Charlize Theron.
But I mean, either way, it's really good voice acted. It's really beautiful, and that was something why I loved Coraline, was just the beauty of it, and was like, this is something that I can go back and watch, and it'll be just as beautiful 10 years down the road. So, Kubo.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much said it yourself, and we did a review on this too, so I won't say too much more.
So go
But
check out the review.
yeah, that's true. Do that right now. Cut this in half. Do it. No, I'm just kidding. Watch the rest of this first. But yeah, it's just one of those movies that like I was stoked just seeing the trailer. Like I was like, oh, I'm probably gonna really love that movie. And I thought that the meat and the weight that the story held up to throughout too was something that was. I mean, we talk about it a lot how animation films and films that are typically, are targeted for families have been doing we have the aesthetics and the stories that the kids can follow, but then there's these themes that these adults can follow. And I thought this one is no exception to that, and so yeah, loved it.
My number 3 then is 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Whoa. It's not my number 3, but I want to talk about it because it's my number 12, I think. Yeah, 13.
12 would drop that much.
I know, it was like my number 2. It was like
Yeah,
Cloverfield
number
Lane
21.
and Civil War. Huh?
It's my number 21.
Oh, like 10 Cloverfield Lane to me was a amazingly well done sequel to Cloverfield,
Yeah.
because it was completely different, and I love that aspect.
Loosest term of sequel ever used in the world.
Yes,
Sequel
but
in the sense that
Cloverfield's
it
in the
takes-
name. That means
Well,
it's-
sequel in the sense that it takes place in the same world.
Yeah, and we're gonna get God Particle sometime this year.
That'd be sweet.
But no, 10 Cloverfield Lane was great. It's basically an isolated film. There's only 3 people. I mean, 4 technically the entire time.
Yep.
But 3 main people that you watch throughout it. And John Goodman is just the best in there. Like his flip from normal, you gotta see this guy's he's a bit weird, but
Yeah.
okay, sure, to holy shit, this dude's gonna kill people. It's so good to me. It's great. The movie made me jump at one point because I wasn't expecting it at all. It's been out for almost a year now, so
Gunshot?
I'm gonna say, yeah, the gunshot where he kills the dude, because they're sitting over that vat of acid, and I'm sitting there like, oh, he's just gonna take his face and shove it in it, and just pulls out the gun. Poof.
Yeah.
Oh, scared the shit out
Yeah,
of me.
it
in
was out of
theaters,
nowhere.
but no, it's so good. Mary Elizabeth Winstead is great in there as well.
I love her.
I don't know the other man's name.
Oh, I don't either, but
John Gallagher.
yeah, I just watched him Short Term 12, and that was a very good movie.
Short Term 12. He was also in the Newsroom all 3 seasons.
There you go.
I
It
love
was
the
just
Newsroom.
so quick.
I like the guy. I like the actor. I don't know what
But
for me.
still,
Did Aaron Sorkin write The Newsroom?
Also, he
There
was
you
in
go.
Hush, I think.
yeah, he was,
He was the
bad.
killer,
I
yeah.
don't know
Which-
what that is.
Hush barely missed my list,
Yes.
but yeah.
Oh, dude, that's the one with the deaf girl?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you like that movie?
Hell yeah.
Dude, good. I'm glad.
Oh, Damon, who's outside the loop now? It's on Netflix, man. Check it out.
You gotta see it. It's
very
really
good.
well done.
But yeah, no, it's
Well, I'm not gonna watch it now.
Oh,
Is it South Park?
10 Cloverfield Lane's very well shot, very well done acting and everything like that, and just overall just crazy.
It was
to
just,
me.
and it was a surprise too, because I mean, it came out of left field. It wasn't,
My butt's starting to hurt.
No.
it wasn't advertised a lot.
Bitch,
Also,
bitch,
apparently I'm
bitch.
sitting on my hat. I didn't know that. That was kind of
And it was just, I don't know. I guess
Were you
nobody
making
really
it
had
over
any The
No, but just my ass probably smells.
it was a good movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my ass. So
Oh man,
That
yeah, just the ending took me
That was
out
my
of it
three.
a little bit.
You didn't like the ending?
I wish it wasn't attached to 10 Clover. Like the monster
Cloverfield.
shit at the end was so fucking.
it was forced.
I liked it.
I was fine with it because now it makes me interested in what we get to see with the next
Yeah, but
one.
I would have rather had a better sequel to Cloverfield than them doing that. I would have rather had them being in that thing for
Like being different
whatever.
movies.
Yeah, whatever reason. Yeah,
Makes sense.
I think it would have been better.
I don't know. It just makes it leaves intrigue for like, oh, well, what the fuck is this? If it's like, I don't know, I want to know more about the events that tied into what those things are.
Well, because that creature is completely different from
Yeah,
the Cloverfield
it's not
monsters.
so there must be like
Yeah,
a
but did they
full-on-
advertise it as the way they did Cloverfield, where they had all those fake websites and all that stuff?
They secret advertised it. They did something similar to it. It wasn't like the same, but they didn't pitch it as like a direct sequel at all. Like
That's, I think, their downfall. I mean, to me, I was like, man, I don't know. I don't know if even if they directly pitch it to the first one. Like, I don't know if I would have enjoyed that.
the reason why is because the movie wasn't intended to be one. It was supposed to be a separate movie that I've read,
There you go.
and
that's
then
my
they
point.
turned it into a
that's-
sequel because
it's
it was a
forced.
dropped. I liked it. I thought it was good.
I'm so good with it. I loved it.
Yeah.
My number 2 is The Nice Guys.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I fell in love with Ryan Gosling this year, but
Yes. No, and that's the truest way to say it. We all did. Maybe. I don't know. I did.
I liked him in Drive, dude.
Well, yeah, but like I fully like accept him as like a leading man now. Like I don't
We
know.
accept you, one of us. You will gobble, one of us.
Remember the Titan stuff?
Yeah, duh, dude.
Mickey Mouse
Evan.
Club. Oh.
He's taking out Evan. Yost!
but no,
beat out there. You shut up, little girl.
You be quiet,
This is
girl.
why we're on 3 hours.
So much better than Hidden Figures.
Ooh, have you watched it yet?
Yeah, I did, and it was nothing.
Yeah, I watched half of it.
It was forced, dude. Oscars So White got their fucking way.
I could see why people like it, but at the same
No.
point, I was like, it
No.
probably shouldn't.
But wait,
I
what was
mean,
the
I
next?
haven't watched it, but The Nice Guys I've watched, and that was my number 2.
Yeah.
What? That was your number 2?
Yeah.
How would you
Okay.
put it there?
So we're on my list?
No, let him talk. I want to talk about it too because it was
No,
on
like,
my
Let's
list.
speak.
Trace, stop getting angry.
I can't. I'm raging, dude. I'm
angry.
so pissed.
I loved The Nice Guys. Like, I thought it was a great dynamic between Gosling and Russell Crowe. Like, I loved those two together. It was hilarious. I actually really like Russell Crowe more as, like, kind of less talky and more just, like, punchy.
Like the
kind of
muscle.
like how he is in normal life. But
That's fair.
Throwing phones, hitting people.
He wouldn't hurt a fly. Fuck you guys.
But no, I really enjoyed it. Like, the era that they put it in fit perfectly. Everything to me was just
Loved it.
really well done about it. Just all the characters and everything I enjoyed. Like, I just had a good time with it. And it was a great time that I was like, man, I just want to see Gosling and Crowe do a second one of this because that's just my life.
Unfortunately, that movie didn't do well enough, and we'll probably not see a sequel.
True.
Unfortunately.
Well, it doesn't matter because the movie was fantastic. The writing was great. Shane Black, it should. I feel like he should just exclusively make movies like buddy cop, I guess cop because
Well, it is a buddy cop.
Yeah,
basically,
but like, I mean, that's what he excels at. From like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang to the Lethal Weapons to this, I just love everything he does. And yeah, like you said, the chemistry between them probably the best of the year.
Oh, yeah.
Between
It's
two
great.
leads.
amazing stuff.
Oh, I loved it so much. So yeah, I'm totally down with that pick.
Cool. David,
Me.
what you got?
My number 4 is 13th, the documentary from Netflix.
Don't know what that is at all.
Okay, you should watch it. It's really good. It's a documentary about how the 13th Amendment freed slaves, but also gave a way for them to keep slaves by incarcerating them. Black people, obviously. Also other minorities, but mostly black people. We've talked about this. We did a review. Trace and I did a
Yep.
review. We've talked about it a couple other times, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it. I liked the format of the documentary, the way they directed it, the way they did shots with the people. There's a lot of like cool stuff going on. Not cool stuff going on in the background, but they had like a lot of room in the shots, and I enjoyed those kind of things, which we'll see again in my number 2. I really like it. I think it's a powerful
It is a powerful documentary.
documentary.
It's and it's I don't think it's not biased. It's just informative, and it's just telling you the situation that they have progressively become. I mean, just
when
the
you have
African-American
like
community.
when you have like stalwart, I hope I use that word right. Republicans
so.
like I think Newt Gingrich was in it.
Yeah.
Hey, he's from Georgia. Give him a break.
Yeah, and he was agreeing with like things that were being said. Like, no, yeah, that's true. Like that is a real thing. Like that was racist as hell. And it's like when that happens, you can't be like, no, they're just making it up. They're just being sensitive. Like this is a guy who ran for president of the United States as a Republican like 3 times, or tried to at least, be his president.
Yeah.
Like saying like, yeah, it was pretty fucked up. Like that's when you know like it was fucked up. My number 3, which is totally going to get replaced because I know what Scott's number 1 is Manchester by the Sea. So I'm gonna dig a little deeper. I don't feel like talking about a bunch of these. I'm going to dig down to Deepwater Horizon. I'm gonna start the fight. Deepwater Horizon is.
You should have said The Shallows, man.
I haven't seen it. That's why I didn't say it.
I actually really enjoyed it. Yeah, I really enjoyed The
Did
Shallows.
not like it that
All
much.
right.
Like parts of it.
So there were 2 Peter Berg movies that came out this year, and Deepwater Horizon is the better one.
I disagree.
Both with Marky Mark too.
Yes, they're both Mark. That's just Peter Berg's thing now.
Just Mark.
Last
just
3
has-
movies. His last
He just
3
has Mark Wahlberg play an American hero or hero, because I don't know if I would consider the guy from Deepwater Horizon really a hero.
Well,
Like he saves.
What about he's not a hero in Patriots Day
No,
either.
he's not.
Yeah, he's just a.
It's just like it's one of those like it's like a this is a real American doing brave things, and I'm like I guess.
Oh,
Okay, good.
yeah,
But
pretty
yeah,
much.
I know I talked to you about it. You liked this movie as well, at least more than you like Patriots Day, which I just think it was a. I don't know.
I was gonna say
Not
it's
a bad movie.
I was gonna
Not
say
a bad
there's
movie,
no way it's a
but
bad
not like
movie.
not great. Not I don't even know if I would say good.
Well, I'm not gonna bite if he doesn't bite.
What am I bite?
I want you to bite on him saying that Deepwater Horizon's better.
Well, I mean, I feel like we've talked about it a lot. I disagree.
I don't feel
think
like we've gone
Patriots Day
into,
was
like,
a better movie. There's
Detail.
okay, fine. Let's go into detail. Let's do it. I'll bite.
All right.
Yeah,
You guys fight.
my
What?
boy.
Well,
Mijo.
I don't know. I was generally more into and more enthralled in the story of Patriots Day than I was with Deepwater Horizon. I'm not saying that was a bad movie. I enjoyed that movie too. I mean, I think acting was fine on both ends. But the thing that threw me off for Deepwater Horizon was, and maybe it was the copy that I got from you or something. I don't know. But it just
I
like,
watched the same one and I liked it better. So
Well, I'm
Well,
just-
no. They were screeners.
Yeah.
That's what we had.
yeah,
were
sorry,
screeners.
yeah, screeners. I meant the DVD copy.
Of
That's
course,
what I meant.
Of course.
Um,
Tilly.
But I just was kind of lost in the fire of the situation that they were in. So I kind of
No pun intended. Or what?
no, I guess not. But and yeah, Mark Wahlberg's character was
I know. I'm trying to like figure out what the fuck he's talking about.
When the rig is on fire and everything's going down, it's very hard for me to I don't know, sit there and see where everything's going. It was very all over the place, and I know that's probably intentional because
There's a fucking fire. And
Yeah.
It's chaotic.
okay, well that's
I only remember 3 spots. You were either in I can
You
remember.
followed like 3 characters.
You either watched. You
Yeah.
were either with Wahlberg. You were either where they were transporting passengers on the lifeboats and
Yeah.
out,
or you were
or
with Gina Rodriguez.
yeah, which eventually Wahlberg caught up with her.
Yeah.
So
And there was a little bit where you were with John Malkovich, but eventually he ended
Just
up with Gina Rodriguez,
incorporate-
and then
yeah.
but he goes missing at a time where like
right when
you
it
see him-
blows.
when it
for the
blows, you
first
see
time.
him like,
Yeah.
hey, they say get the hell out of here,
yeah,
he goes missing for a time. Then we see him,
Exactly.
and then you see him on the lifeboats, which is, I mean, one of the truly like I said Deepwater Horizon reminds me of Titanic a lot.
Really?
Yeah, and I mean you have that you know that there's disaster lurking, and yet you're still invested in the story. You're invested in the characters, which to me, without Deepwater Horizon, you know, without us getting invested in the characters of Deepwater Horizon,
For sure.
the movie would not be better than Patriots Day. And I enjoyed Marky Mark's. I can't believe I just called him Marky Mark. Fuck you, Taylor. But I enjoyed his role 10 times, tenfold, I guess, than his role in Patriots Day as a whining officer that all of a sudden loses his cool out of no. Like, why is he some punk cop that gets pissed at everything? Is that like the Boston way? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Well, maybe it's just parts of the actual person. I don't know.
Yeah, and it just felt like in Patriots Day, and we're getting off topic with Deepwater Horizon. It just felt like they didn't give enough of him for us to be like, why is this guy like
What
scouring the
difference-
nights to look for these fucking guys?
Well,
like,
I
don't get it.
I felt the same way for Deepwater Horizon. I felt like his character, he was trying to help, but he wasn't really a the most focal character of.
But he was,
everybody.
because he was telling them not. He was backing up
Well,
Kurt
yeah.
Russell's character, saying he was his second. He was his AD, saying like, "Hey,
I know.
you shouldn't do this without running a check." And here's my source, Mark. Tell them, and he told them like, "You cannot do this. You shouldn't
Right.
do this
Yeah.
without testing it again."
And a lot of his scenes, it was him interacting with the other people.
Right.
So you kind of got that experience of like him, like he feels for like he's the most connected person on the like everyone in this except for maybe Kurt Russell, like
Yeah.
So when like when he's going to like try to save people, like you feel like he actually cares, like he wants to go help them. Because he knows this person, he loves
Right.
that person.
You have that Jack Dawson character with no matter what he does, he is the good guy.
Yeah.
And then you have that John Malkovich character, which I thought he played a great villain, and you know him escaping onto the boats.
Yes.
You know, and being out of there, you know, without any danger. Well, I mean danger, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, there was.
And I don't want to like
Yeah.
switch topics, but after they get off the rig and everything, when he breaks down and just like starts freaking out in the hotel room, I was like captivated at that point. Like I was like, this is probably some of the best acting.
Well,
Mark Wahlberg's ever done.
even the dad, that some random dad grabs him in the
and
the
he
lobby.
starts like he almost has like a PTSD moment. Like he's like
Yeah.
freaking out. Like
Yeah.
that's that shit I want to fucking see.
I
Like,
and I
you
wanted
didn't get any of that.
I wanted to grasp more with Patriots Day, but I couldn't. I thought it wasn't done as well. It wasn't as gripping. It's like, oh, these bombs went off, and now we got to find this guy. Okay, thanks, Kevin. You know, and then they send in this lady to interrogate this other woman, and then she comes out saying you can't do anything about her. Like,
that was an absolutely pointless part.
I was like, I thought you were supposed to be like this. This is the top people you call in. They walk into the room. Nobody even has to say their name. They don't need clearance. They just go in. They do their job, and she fails. And it's like, okay. Now the street scene where they were firing, you know, the brothers were
Yeah, that was
shooting.
good.
It was great, but like I never cared about really any of the characters as much as I did in Deepwater Horizon. That I guess was where I make the difference.
Fair enough.
All right, number 2, Arrival.
Higher.
Really?
I don't think I heard that.
Really? Number 1. Huh? Now we all know each other's number 1. So
No, you guys don't know mine.
this is good.
Yeah, we do.
No, fuck you, it's Jungle Book.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone has seen this movie, so I kind of want to.
Do we really even need to fucking transition a number? I mean, unless you really want to talk
No,
about
that's
one.
fine.
Okay. Go ahead.
Well, no. What did
If you
you?
want me to, I can.
Yeah.
You're fine. It's totally up to you.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll ask the question first. Has anyone else seen The Fundamentals of Caring?
Yes, I have.
Do you want to talk about it?
We can talk about it for a second, but like I don't want to go on.
Because
He's like
I'm gonna-
brass knuckles. Like, don't you fucking say yes.
I don't remember like a whole lot of it. I just remember like really enjoying the movie.
No,
was
put it
a-
in there. We don't want to shortchange you.
It was a really good movie. I
So
thought
Fundamentals of Caring from
it's a
Netflix.
Netflix
is
exclusive.
the,
Yeah.
yeah, the movie we're talking about. So go ahead.
What was your pick? Go.
Okay, I mean, I genuinely think Mark. Oh, not Mark. Well, wow.
Paul Rudd.
Mark
I'm still on the last
Wahlberg.
movie we were just talking about. Paul Rudd is one of my favorite comedic actors and maybe even actors in general.
Just people, I think. Just
Yeah,
person.
and
He's just
for
such
sure,
a cool
he's
dude.
He's so cool. In this movie, he shows off a lot more of his dramatic chops.
Yeah, well,
Especially the beginning and the end. Like, he's just fantastic. The little the kid, I don't know the kid's name. He's been in some other things, but I don't know. He was hysterical throughout. I mean, he was a gigantic asshole, but he was fucking hysterical.
he was such an asshole. But yeah, but you got his name. The actor's name is Craig Roberts.
Yes, he is super funny and it works with Paul Rudd fantastically.
Yeah, because he plays.
Especially once they like the beginning, they just meet and they have no like connection.
Yeah,
Like, they're just-
whatsoever. Because he's difficult. He's a difficult person.
Yeah, and then throughout the movie, they get closer and closer, and they start like bouncing off each other a lot more, and you can see like the connection growing between them. It's
Did you
great.
mention he was a quadriplegic or whatever
I
it is?
didn't. I wanted to leave
He's-
that to the
he's handicapped.
imagination.
He's
Yeah,
handicapped, and that's why he needs a caregiver, and that's why Paul Rudd steps in. And it's just the kind of, it almost takes a road trip-esque feel to it, too.
Yeah.
Because
This
he's
is the sequel to Role Models.
I was just gonna say role models too.
it's a lot more serious than Role Models.
Yeah.
But
Come
like
on, Kiss and what
Role
other
Models is seriously one of my favorite underrated comedies. So don't even get me started. Kiss My Anthea. That's
underrated comedies coming up next.
There you go. Tonight or go until 2.
Oh,
No,
too great for kids.
It's a great movie, and I think that a lot of people forget that Paul Rudd started doing drama and romantic comedies before he got into.
Halloween, yeah. Thank you. Dude.
Well, yeah, and exactly.
Oh,
Halloween
that was when
6
he was
his
still like
first-
he was
he
still
used his middle name too.
Peter Stephen Rudd or something like
Yeah.
that. I saw that and I geeked out like hard because
God,
I was
that
like,
movie's
he's
so
using his
bad.
full name.
The 6th one.
It was like a cult and shit.
Oh
Yeah.
man, it was so bad. But yeah, that's a good movie to talk about. It's
Yeah, it
it's
was
one of
a-
those movies that kind of slipped through the cracks, but
Yeah,
it was a really
because
well
it was
done.
just it was a like not
Yeah, one of
well
those
known
too.
Netflix movie. So
All right.
I liked it a lot.
What do you got, dog?
Okay, so I'm just gonna. So we did Kubo for my number 4. My number 3 is Hell or High Water. Really? Oh, you already went. I was so confused for a second. I like, oh, what? I'm so confused. Okay, so Hell or High Water. Who did I screw on that one? That was you.
Yeah, it was 5 for me.
Who all saw that?
I've owned it and I've watched it again.
Yeah.
It
Where the
just
fuck do we even have
that
it?
movie.
Useless.
This movie was a tough one for my top. Well, like my top 3, it could be interchangeable at any like a drop of a dime, and it just was such a well done movie. It made me appreciate. Obviously, you all know Ben Foster was my number 1
He's
for
great.
underrated actor.
He's so great.
And he is fantastic in this movie. And I actually even appreciated Chris Pine more than I've ever have in any other roles he's been in.
Those blue eyes.
Yeah, he's really good in it, and just the dynamic of it's a pretty simple, straightforward movie, honestly.
Yeah.
But the dynamic of the brothers on the opposite side of the law, and then you switch to Jeff Bridges and his partner, and their dynamic is just so awesome. And
It's like polar opposite.
yeah, it's just polar opposite. You have these 2 sets of people on opposite sides of the law who are one's running and one's chasing, and it's, like I said, it's straightforward, but it's just the way that it's done. The cinematography of the film from every aspect. I mean, the direction and the writing of the film too, which is strange because the writer Taylor Sheridan is actually who's all seen Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
He was the original sheriff in the Sons of Anarchy, the kind of muscular dude. That's him. He wrote this movie, and he just got nominated for the Oscar. So
Oh, the one who gets hit by a car. And
yeah, that he got written out because. Yep. Yeah. Exactly.
There's another. He's got some other.
Yeah,
big
he's
things.
been chiming out some pretty good.
What else did he write?
I can tell you in a sec.
It was something big. I thought. Wasn't it one of the Denny? No.
Oh, he wrote Sicario.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Sicario.
wrote
Yeah,
Sicario,
so that was
too.
Denny V. One of Denny V's movies.
Yeah, so he's getting some traction as a writer, which is great. But I just thought every aspect of this movie was both surprising to me and was just, other than Jeff Bridges kind of going to that same accent for like the last 4
I thought it was perfect.
But I think yeah, exactly, it fit, and that's the
Crazy Heart is a good movie with him kind of using that
Crazy
same
Heart.
accent.
it can get boring, but I like.
Oh man, when what's his face, Robert Duvall just starts singing that weird song, dude, Allie just broke down laughing. He was like, anyway, sorry.
No, it's all good. So, you haven't seen Hell or High Water, right? Yeah. So, I mean, it's just one of those movies that it's literally a modern western. It really plays out
definitely.
like one.
Yeah, there's that part towards the end, at the end of the movie, with Chris Pine and Jeff Bridges, where they kind of stand off.
Oh man, it's so good.
The
Like
tension gets driven up hard.
I love
there,
it.
and
It
then
just
like the movie's over, and it's like, oh my
and you're
god.
and it's not like they're just. I mean, other than Ben Foster's kind of a shitty dude. I mean, he's good to his brother. He's a good brother, but other than that, he's a shitty guy.
Well, he
kinda
says it flat out, like
Yeah.
nobody gets away with this shit. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Like but you still have that, that sense of naivety. Anyways, but like, there was something missing from this movie for me, and I should
Really?
love it, man. I love westerns.
Yeah, I'm
I love Ben
surprised.
Foster, man. I love Jeff Bridges, and for me, like, I watch it and I enjoyed it, and I didn't enjoy it up to your level, and then I was like, dude, I gotta watch it again because I know I missed something, and I watched it again, and there's like, I think it's the middle scenes, the meat of the movie
Really?
that I just. Somehow I detached myself from it, where I should really want to be in it more.
Yeah, that's.
But like, I always go back to Jeff Bridges and his partner, where he's razzing him so much for being, Mexican and then
half Indian.
half Indian, like,
Yeah.
and that, and I get that, like, it's just, it's not okay anymore. You can't
Yeah.
do that shit,
Yeah.
and it's like he's aging
I feel like
too
he's
far
definitely
out.
like. I felt like he was pulling in like into his true grit character.
There it is.
Yeah.
Where he was like pulling in like some
Yeah.
John Wayne shit, where he's just like, I hate, people of different colors.
But
Well, I don't know if John Wayne ever
No, he.
in the Searchers. He's definitely
I
anti-Semitic.
meant like his actual like human being.
Oh.
Like, John Wayne is a
I
person.
actually I'm on the opposite spectrum. I thought the pacing overall of the movie and
The pacing's fine. I'm
Yeah,
just saying
well,
the
and,
meat
like,
of the scenes. Like,
yeah.
I don't remember.
And I
Like,
think
I'm
it's
not
slow,
calling
it's
back
like
to
it
it.
starts out really nice and it ends really nice, and there is some slow parts in the middle.
yeah, I guess
It's
you
not
could
that it's
agree.
slow. It's just
No,
that
I get
it's
what
not
you mean.
memorable.
Yeah,
Like,
I get what you mean.
When they're in the casino and shit, like, obviously you need that because that's where they cash out their money and all that
Yes.
stuff. Like, I get that. Like, that's important. But I feel like I should love this movie more. And that, like I said, this is 2016 as a whole to me. Like, it's just stuff that it just fell through. I should have loved it and I didn't.
Okay, so my number 2 was La La Land. Obviously, that's not happening.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Yeah, well, and the
In a
reason
second.
why it's probably number 2 because I had anticipated everyone else was going to have it as their number 1, and I didn't want to watch.
So for that guy over there,
Yeah, but
He's
joking. But instead, I'm going to do what you did and dive down a little bit because I have a movie that I want to just mention that nobody's talking about, and I think it's a movie that everyone should see.
Should be your number 11. Why isn't it your number 11?
Well,
I'm kidding. I'm
I think we
fucking
haven't
with
talked
you.
about number 11.
I know. I'm joking.
God damn it, Scott!
It's a documentary right now. It is exclusive to Amazon. It's called Gleason. It is a must-see movie. It's literally it's my favorite documentary. Sorry, 13. Of the year.
OJ, Made in America.
I didn't see
Haven't
it.
watched it yet.
But this movie will literally. I've never.
We'll see
I
who
will
wins.
say it right now. I've never cried as much as I have until I see this movie. It's
That
just
documentary.
sad. It's very very sad movie. It's about Stephen Gleason. If no one knows who he is, he was a defensive player for the Saints, and he was diagnosed with ACL.
Oh yeah.
And he literally once he gets diagnosed, actually prior to being diagnosed, he starts a video diary because he was feeling symptoms, and then he got the diagnosis, and then a week after that he gets his wife and him find out they're having a kid. So the
You
whole
mean block that punt or whatever to get
yep,
him in
that
the
was him.
playoffs
Yeah,
and-
he's got a statue of
outside,
himself
yeah.
and everything. Yeah, and it literally he video diaries the entirety of the process of him going through ALS while going through the process of becoming a father, and it is just something that is so heart wrenching, but it's also uplifting because he is a very uplifting guy. He's like a guy that's very pessimistic about his situation, like 1,000 times more than I would ever be in a situation like that.
Pessimistic.
Optimistic. Thank you. And yeah, so like, it's just very well done. It's heartbreaking, and I really wish
Is that on
everyone would see
Prime?
it. It is in Prime. You should watch it, man.
Right.
It is so
Gas code.
so well done. But that is my replacement for that. So we can go to ones.
All right, one.
Manchester by the Sea.
Manchester by the Sea. This movie is definitely one of those films that takes you for a ride from beginning to end. It's a dark comedy for me all the way through. You have a guy who's sort of living a life. I guess you would think that the way he does things and the way he goes through his day is sort of, like he has aspirations of being something better. I mean, that's what I got from the beginning. And that's what I love about the movie, because it throws you so many curveballs. Yes. Especially the way it starts out, where it's his brother and his brother's kid, and they're talking, having a great time, and then you see this guy who's a shell of what he used to be, and just from that one scene, and then you have obviously a tragedy in his family, that he's got to go back to his hometown, which there's another tragedy in his past, and what you get is just just an unraveling of choices and decisions that he makes to either, make us like him more or make us dislike him more, whatever it is. But you get great acting.
Oh my God, you do.
You get wonderful directing, but just the way that it's the sequences of the story that are taking place, and it's so masterfully done. I absolutely adore this film, and like I said to Damon once, is that with this film, I secretly cried in the theater when Damon,
I was about to bring it up,
dude.
When Damon was sitting next to me, like tears, I wasn't even trying, like hold them back, and all of a sudden, like next thing I know, I was like, what the fuck? Is it raining inside the theater?
Was it the him and Michelle Williams scene?
That was before that. Like, even before that, like, I was just like, what the fuck is going on, man?
Dude, it was...
Once you have that realization of what actually happened to him, it's just like...
Like, you feel it. Like, obviously, you could never feel it to the point of a character that has to go through something like that. And even after they explain what happens, what he was doing that night of everything, and you think when you see... I mean, the way that they take you back in, these sequences of his past and present them in the present, it still works so well, and you're still wondering, like, you just figure either the big tragedy is that Michelle Williams is dead, or something has happened, you know what I mean, like, you just don't even think of what actually happens. You couldn't even fathom something like that, like, it's so, but I just have to quickly say that as much as Denzel's probably going to win, I think Casey Affleck deserves to win.
From what I've been reading, Casey Affleck is most likely going to win.
Well,
I hope he does, because he does this tremendous job, and like the way that he is this tortured soul, but he fights it so much. He fights it so much, and
so much, like that, like
and
to
Lucas
the point
Hedges
that that's all he has to do.
So great, and like
he was
the scene where he's in the freezer and looking at stuff, and then close the freezer and just freaks out. He just can't understand his dad being in like a freezer, and it's like, I mean, it's so real, and and then the scene with Michelle Williams is just
It is. That's the scene that got me. That's
so
because you can see Casey Affleck trying so hard to want it and to want to come out and just talk about it, but he just cannot.
He doesn't do it. He doesn't do it, and it's played so well that you understand. This is the guy's character. Like, this is who he is.
This is him now. Like, this is it.
Yeah. It's just unbelievable, man. This movie blew me away, and I was fighting so much with obviously my number 2, which is someone's number 1.
Two people's
number 1.
Well, let's jump into that then. You two.
Taylor, you were first. Go ahead.
Well, we all can talk about it because it was our 2s and yours.
Our number 1, which is 1, 2, 3. La La Land. La La Land. It's La La Land.
I wish you would have just said it on your breath.
Yeah, no, La La Land is number 1.
Yeah.
Best movie of last year, absolutely. Hands up in the air, and without a doubt.
It is.
I don't think anything's gonna stop it.
It's a very
except for maybe Titanic if it was reborn, bitches. Titanic greater than La La Land. Fuck all y'all.
God, no, he says.
Okay, like that grudge shit going on here.
But let's talk about it.
No, this was.
It's part of my man crush for Ryan Gosling this year, so.
And it worked magics for me for Emma Stone, because I never was 100% on board with her. I mean, I thought she was attractive, obviously, but...
Really? I don't think she is.
I like her.
Really?
She reminds me of my cousin, dude.
so-
I can't.
Okay,
like,
that's
it's just
weird.
like
Okay.
off limits. Like, no.
That's a weird
Go ahead,
situation.
Taylor Von Wheelerston.
I thought
a
the
great name.
use of color throughout the entire thing was beautifully
Oh,
done.
yes,
The soundtrack is amazing, and it's in my car right now.
Is it
City
really?
of Stars.
It's
Download
so
that
well
right
done. The nods back to previous things as well.
Yeah, there's
like
some like the just small little shout outs to like old musicals throughout the entire movie.
and they did the Singing in the Rain one, which I love because I'm a huge Singing in the Rain fan. I love that musical, but this one was it was such a lovely thing to see overall, like as far as like the beauty of it, the story of it's really well done. The music just blends in perfectly. It doesn't feel forced at all.
Free?
Like it just
Yep.
it goes right into the songs, and it's nice.
I'll tell you about it.
J.K. Simmons is in there for
Very
half
short.
a second.
Very
So he's
short.
just like, hey, guess what? I did Whiplash, so J.K. just come back for a
I
second.
got the Oscar already.
I gave you an Oscar. Come
Yeah.
back and give me a fucking scene.
Yeah. Or give me an Oscar,
Wow.
but not from him.
Who did it?
Yes,
The
yeah, he will.
ending, the ending is heart crushing in a way, but it
Necessary,
works so
right?
well.
Absolutely
Like it's
perfect.
yes, like there was no better ending to it, but it does it hurts to see that.
Why?
'cause you
Because
see them.
they tease you with it, right?
Yeah, they tease you with it, and you see them, and you have that moment where oh,
This is what
Happy,
could've-
everything's good.
This
It's
is
right
this
in
is
the
what it
world.
could have been if this had been like a movie made in the 1950s, and then it's like but
Reality.
It's not. That's not how things work in the real world.
mm-hmm.
And they,
Beautiful movie.
it
it's
was.
just it's so
Like
good.
I think I said during our review, which you should go check out on realframeofmind.com. Nope.
You just kind of rolled with it too. Like I knew that you didn't want to finish it, but you just did it.
Not a thing, but that's fine.
We have to make it now. You said it live.
Anyway, yeah, I think that I walked out of this film like super happy. Like I was legitimately like smiling, and I never smile because
Yes.
I don't want people to see my face. And
This is
Make a
okay.
movie about you, Damon. I was gonna make a documentary about John Boy, but I think
No.
you are the one now.
yeah, and this is one of those movies where I walk out of other movies like contemplative, like that was a good movie. But like I'm starting to think about like other things. Like even when we walked out
yeah.
of Manchester by the Sea, I was like, that was a good movie. But like, there's like I need to like delve deeper into some of those parts. This movie, I was just like, everything about that was lovely.
Yeah, you get
like I just loved every single.
you
thing
just
about that.
overrush
Just-
with just enjoyment. Like
Yeah.
just this is like I don't know, like fulfillment. I guess is that the
I
right?
guess I
Like you just watched a movie that actually did something. Other than like, and a lot of movies nowadays are extremely depressing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Manchester by the Sea was an extremely depressing movie.
No, but it has dark. It's comedy in it. and
There is a lot of.
I know,
comedy.
but I'm
It's
just saying
it's great
overall.
comedy. It's fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
but I know, but overall, that movie is a sad movie. And in
Yeah.
this movie, yeah, there's sad parts and there's realistic parts, but you're just like, man, it was just a ride. It was something fresh. Like I don't know.
You rode the whole thing with them. Like it was so. Like I walked out of there. I'm like, man, I want to learn how to tap dance.
Right? I
I,
wanted to see the movie like immediately then again. But all right.
I don't like. I know this is blasphemy for you two. I don't care about scores generally. Like,
I already know, and I
that-
don't.
that doesn't,
This is another conversation
yeah,
for
that's
another
not
day.
something that like I look forward to
we
in
will
a movie.
we will be tearing you apart
Shut up.
one day.
But this movie, like the score actually like stood out to me, and I like enjoyed it. Like
Now go watch back
legitimately.
every other movie you've ever seen, and
It's
then
not gonna
listen
have
to
it.
the scores
It's
because
not
they are
gonna
doing
affect
something
me.
for you.
Dude, they had one overall song, and they just took out words for it and just used that fucking rhythm or beat, whatever the hell it is,
The
and they just put
rhythm.
every other song
It
to
did
it.
it to me.
And
It did it for me. I don't know.
It willed it to you, Riggs.
Will
The Will
Riggs!
the T-Rex. Okay, am I up? All right.
No, we're
Is
just
your
skipping
number one
yours.
La La Land?
My
No,
number
his
one
number
is
Manchester
Shut
by
up,
the
it's
Sea.
Arrival.
it's Lo and Behold, the Warner Hirsch.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Out of the Shadows. Got it.
Werner
He had to like
Werner.
scroll down so far for that.
Well, I've seen a lot of movies, but it was a good movie. No, Arrival is my number one. And like I said, my top three movies are interchangeable. I love them all so much, but I wanted to talk about Arrival because that was the first one this year that did what Interstellar did to me a couple years back, and it was just such a ride and such an enjoyment in every aspect of the movie. And Denny V is the guy to look out for. This guy is going to be.
You should already have looked out for this.
Well, no, I'm just saying.
No, I'm not saying that.
Well, yeah,
like everybody else is like, if you haven't seen Denny V, then you.
Well, I know
this is the film that has you.
We've been talking about it for a while,
dude,
but like I'm just saying, this guy is going to be our hopefully,
dude.
He's our next
dude.
Our next
Sicario, man. Watch Sicario.
Our next great director. I mean. Thank you. Yeah. So
I'm just cutting him off. That's why he's not finishing his thoughts.
But this movie from sound design to the aesthetics and the atmosphere through the tone, the
cinematography.
The cinematography, thank you, was just gorgeous. Yeah. There's just everything I look for in a movie was this movie, which is an awesome story with twists and turns, actors. Despite what you say, Amy Adams killed this movie.
I don't know how the fuck you think Amy Adams didn't kill it, and then you enjoy Jeremy Renner. What the fuck did Jeremy Renner show?
He showed emotion.
She was the point of emotion in the movie. Another day.
Go listen to a movie score.
I don't want to.
But this movie, have you
me.
seen Taylor? Have you seen Arrival yet?
Nope.
Oh my goodness.
Get a fucking life.
No,
Look,
it's fine.
I watched 61 movies, but nothing that you guys watched. I watched 61 movies
I have
last year
literally
and
the same amount.
nothing.
I have literally the same amount.
Taylor,
I have like nothing.
You
in
at least
common.
like movie scores, right?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
I'm gonna kick everyone in the head at the end of the day.
I think that's the best way.
Like again, this is the last one for me. I'm never doing this again. I'm out.
Look, we see
All right.
the worst movies, man.
Are we doing this?
Not tonight.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We can quick it.
Let's quick it. Let's quick it. We just do 5.
We're
Well,
literally
let's
not
finish
even.
this one.
We're literally not even done with the one we're doing.
Shh. Simmer down now. Arrival, great movie. If you haven't seen it, that means Taylor.
Absolutely enjoyed
please
it.
Go
It
see
keeps you thinking after you actually watch it. They
have-
talked about cinematography, but what actually do they show other than just the pod and inside it? But it still is captivating.
Yeah.
It's still so great. The flashbacks serve as flashback sequences. The present shows as present, and he still keeps you guessing. And the way you learn to deal with your problems through language and talking, especially, is great. Women should actually take a note.
And even with the reveal of the film, that was great. But even with the reveal of the big twist, it doesn't leave you like, oh, that's gone. There's still more to the movie, and there's rewatchability to it too. Like I wanted to go watch the movie, so the first half of the movie was like, because thinking about it, you're like, oh shit, this has been this way the whole time. Now I want to watch it again, so I know. And it's just there's just something special about that movie. I really, really loved it.
Is the twist that Matthew McConaughey just gets stuck in a different dimension?
With
He
Jodie
actually
Foster.
shows up at the end and is in the movie.
With Jodie Foster and
Leonardo DiCaprio.
No.
He's there. He's there.
Matt Damon. They're all stuck on Mars.
Inception?
I don't know.
Anyways,
Who the hell is Jodie Foster?
I was saying Jodie Foster from Contact. We're talking about space movies and time and stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
But
Matt LeBlanc from Lost in Space.
God.
Yes.
Okay, we're done.
Danger, Will Robinson. All right, guys,
Sign us
thank you
off.
so much for listening to our Top 10 2016 Part 2, because it took us another hour and a half, 2.5 hours worth.
What did they expect?
But anyways, you know what? Fuck you if you don't listen. We don't like you anyways. We
Well,
love
they're not
those.
gonna hear because they're not listening.
It's
So-
fine.
We love you when you're
losing
listening. All
subscribers
right,
like that
you
anyway.
guys are awesome. We're not gonna go back through our top 10.
No, that's it. You take it at face value.
Yeah,
Write it
go
down.
check out these movies. Tell us in the comments below what
If
you
we
guys
missed any.
saw. Yeah,
Also,
if you missed anything.
eat a dick.
If you say the Neon Demon minus
Please.
the cinematography, we'll cut your throat. Or
Yeah. Thank you.
bring back bleeping yourself out, because we all like that. And
Yeah, you
remember,
stupid motherfuckers.
yeah, you motherfuckers, go wear a Champ Bailey orange jersey, bitches.